Hello everybody, it is Jacob, and today we'll be doing the updated VHS collection video. And this is from about a year or two of collecting, and here is the entire stack, as you can see that. So we are going to take them out, and then we are going to look at each one of them. You guys can get an idea how much I own, but we're going to start with the first stack, which is this, all the originals. Well, they're not all originals. I mean, some are reprints, but you know. So we have the common reprint of Thomas Gets Tricked by Strand Home Video. It says Strand VCI, which is not the case. It's on the Strand Home Video sticker label. And then we have a copy of James Learns a Lesson. This is a Strand Home Video box. But the Strand VCI tape, you can see by the tape itself that it's older. And then we have a Strand Home Video release of tenors and turntables. It's a little uncommon, just because you know. And then we have ourselves a copy of this is what happened. I bought a lot. Came with Thomas Breaks the Rules original print, but it's the original box to tenors and turntables. So I yet to get a Thomas Breaks the Rules box. Excuse me. And another reprint box, but this is Barely to Never with Barely to Never Strand VCI original print. I got that and Thomas Gets Tricked on the same day at a flea market. So, and then we have the TV Teddy Thomas tape. Now this one is a very rare tape. TV Teddy was like Teddy Ruxpin, except that I actually watched the videotapes with you, and this has Thomas Burry's Great Race, Terrence the Tractor, Toby's Tightrope, and Trouble with Mud. So then we have a original box of Trust Thomas, but the Strand VCI copy, which is very rare to get. The unechoed first edition, Thomas Gets Bumped and Other Thomas and Friends Stories, Strand Home Video. Which that was always an echoed tape for the most part. So the next tape we have is the reprint of Thomas, Percy, and the Dragon. This is second edition, and the coloring to the ink is different. The first edition had diesel on it, and I lost the top. Sadly, it means in the box, but here is an original print of Daisy and Other Stories, very echoed. And then we're going to get the QFEs. The first one, Thomas and Thomas's Christmas Party and Other Favorite Stories, but the cartoon Fat Hat original print. This is a QFE. I actually own two copies of this, one with and without box. The first tape to ever recycle through episodes back in the day. And here is the original print of James Goes Buzz Buzz, the QFE. I got this as a Christmas present from my great friend NWB1989. Check out his channel. The original print of Percy's Ghostly Trick, QFE. And last but not least, Rusty to the Rescue. That was the last QFE. Well, this is the first Video Treasures tape to be released, and obviously one of my favorite tapes. So that was the first stack of tapes, and now we are going to go through this stack right here. So here is the next stack of tapes, and we are doing some originals, some reprints, and some rare stuff, okay? So the first one we are looking at is another copy of Thomas Gets Tricked. The only thing I could really say is that this copy is very rare because this is the George Carlin copy. And what was so interesting about finding out about this was that I never really thought that they would have re-released it with George Carlin but add more episodes to it and use the ending from Daisy. But, yeah, if you can get it, go ahead and get it. I mean, it's a really rare tape and it's really cool to watch and put in your collection. But Strand Home Video Box, it was distributed by Video Treasures. This is 1995. They distributed Thomas tapes between 95 and 2005. And then they stopped they stopped completely by, like, I don't know, season 10, I want to say. So here is an original print of Thomas and his Friends Help Out. The first video to contain no new episodes and is the longest tape. That was one of the longest tapes to be released. This is 60 minutes of Thomas and Friends fun. I'll show you it. Here is the sticker. And yeah, I have a lot of memories of this tape. This is my all-time favorite Thomas and Friends tape as a kid. And when we get to that stack without the boxes, I will show you my other copies of them. Which I actually have a very rare copy of it. So here is Thomas Meets the Queen. So here is another original. This is one of the last few George Carlin tapes to be released. This is a later print from, I want to say, 1998, 1997. Because they did release it in the Thomas and Friends Help Out style sticker label. So here is a rare season 5 tape. Now it's the Cranky Bugs and Other Stories. Now, why I say rare is because when these were released, a lot of the older boxes like these were reused for what was left of what they had, and so there were only about a few of sticker labels made for 3 out of 4 of the season 5 tapes. The only one being would be like make someone happy not having the sticker label Percy. But yep, pretty uncommon tape, and remember getting this one for Easter with Edward. So fun tape. So here is a rare re-release of Daisy and Other Stories. Nothing really different. I mean, the color's more vibrant, is what I've noticed. And it's another style like the Cranky Bugs is. So next we have 3 copies, boxed copies of 10 Years of Thomas. So the first one we're going to be looking at is an original. So this is the first release, okay? So here's the 10 Years of Thomas. I bought my copy at Walmart like so many years ago. I remember it was after I took back Kids for Character, I think. But here's the box with, you know, the nice chrome finish. And it was like promotional day with Thomas stuff. But here is why it's rare. Not many of these, I think, were made. Mostly the anniversary copies of the sticker labels were mostly made. While this one was, like, really hard to get. Seine Stories, I know, was in the same text. Like, the same, like, sticker label text font form of this. But I got this off eBay about 2 years ago, and I'm very pleased with it. The second copy is the very common blue copy. I got this at James Learns a Lesson from Pennsylvania. And then a reprint of the tape from 2000. And this was the same copy that I got at the Walmart, like right near me, honestly. It's the same Walmart, I swear. So then we have a very rare reprint of Trust Thomas and Other Stories, and it has the Galmold engine type label, and it's actually also very echoed, a different back to it, and nothing really besides that. And then we have Thomas Percy the Dragon reprint with a different look to it. The back is still the same. And this is a ink label from 2000. And then for the last two tapes of this stack, we have a reprint of Thomas's Christmas Party. Same texture as that 10 Years that Thomas Was from like 1999 or so. And then here is, I was just going through some stuff, but here's a very late print of The Best of Thomas from 2004. So it's very rare indeed. So that was the second stack of tapes, and from there we are going to go and pick out another stack, and we're going to go through them. So now we are going to pick up this stack, the big stack right here, and we're going to move it over, and let's begin. So the first tape on the top is another one that I remember growing up with. Thomas's Trackside Tunes. This is a 2001 print, 2002, because by then they started from the black ink right there, but distributed by Anchor Bay, which was Video Treasures, honestly. A promotional red metallic finish, Thomas's Christmas Wonderland from 2000. Now these are Thomas and the Magic Railroad, I want to say, promotional tapes, because the sticker labeled blue tapes were mainly anniversary tapes besides Spills and Chills. Here is a reprint of James Warner's The Lesson, and guys, you can puke if you want. The back is torn, but this is a 2004 reprint. The Best of Gordon, hold up, and it is from 2003, which not a bad tape. I like this one a lot. That's how I got my New Style Gordon. So here is a reprint of Thomas and the Special Letter from 2000. And then we have a reprint of Thomas, Percy, and the Dragon. This is the later print, but the tape itself is from like 2000 or 2001-ish. You know, that's actually interesting. Hold up. Never mind. I thought at first that the fatty photo was the same. But here is a 2000 release of Thomas Comes to Breakfast, though the box is from 2000. While the tape itself is 2004, which these tapes are actually quite rare to get because they're just like really hard to get. But yeah, I have a 2000 print in the big stack. A very uncommon tape, A Big Day for Thomas, and this is from 2003. I used to own this tape as a kid, and it broke. This was another compilation tape, which was quite long. It's only about 40 minutes, which is not as long as the last, like Thomas and his friends helped out. But here are two sampler tapes. Here are Thomas' Sort of Stories and two Thomas Adventures. This one came in a wooden railway set. This came in the Take and Play set. You have Better Late Than Never and Woolly Bear. Well, this one is Double Trouble and Thomas, Percy, and the Fruit Day, which is James and Percy and the Fruit Day. Then we have a Canadian tape. Well, I mean, it's Canadian. I can tell if it's Canadian or not by the tape itself. But of Thomas and the Jet Engine, you wouldn't really understand how it would be Canadian, but I know my VHS, how VHS tapes are Canadian if they're not, but yep. And then we have another very late Thomas and Friends tape from 2005. This is a rare one. Hooray for Thomas. Usually tapes from those years are very uncommon. I got this at the Exchange in Fairlawn, Ohio. If you can see, I got it for $1 a few years back. And then, last but not least, Percy Saves the Day from 2005 also. So that is another stack. I'll show you the stacks right now, and the stacks are piling up. So we are going to actually use that back stack and the two tapes right there. So here, before we get to my big stack of VHS tapes without the covers, I'm going to show you guys some very different ones. We have one stack of China Time Station, the other one of foreign tapes. I will get the foreign tapes actually last. So we're going to get to let's do your Chinese Time Station. So here is the second print of "'Tis a Gift." Now, this was released by Kid Vision, who did a lot of other promotion, including Gumby the movie. However, this one has a mistake in it because Terrence, Thomas Terrence and the Snowplow was supposed to be on the tape, but they cut it out and put a Christmas episode instead of it, which, it doesn't make sense when they're talking about Thomas and the Snowplow incident. So, Stacy Cleans Up, second print, volume 1. James Goes Buzzes in this one. It's red tape. I got these all together at a flea market for about $10 in total. Second print of Schemer Alone, volume 2 by Kid Vision. Percy, James and the Fruit. James, Percy and the Fruit, I meant. Sky blue type color. A Bully for Mr. Conductor, volume 3. Bulgy. And then we're going to skip the volume. I'm going to show you guys my one China Time Station tape with the ones without the boxes. But here is Billy's Party. Now, this is volume 6. This is the Thanksgiving special. Get kind of like an orange type color, which is nice. And my last normal China Time Station tape in the box is Mr. Conductor's Evil Twin. Yep. Volume 7. And it shows Heroes. And for the special ones, we have 2 volumes. One being A Day in Life and Lullabies. I'll show you the tapes. This label is not really the best, while this one is a little bit better, but it's different. So, those are all my Shining Time Station tapes. I got them at the same flea market I got my first 2 Rings of Star tapes from. And let's get to the foreign tapes now. So, my oldest foreign tape I own as of right now is one from all the way in Australia. It is Spooks and Surprises, a Series 5 tape. I've always liked the artwork. The all-new adventures of Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, ABC. Well, I'll show you the casing. All casing is different in the UK and Japan and such. I really wish instead of these types they had these, but you have a promotion for other types of VHS. And here is the tape. It plays properly because it's not NSCC. And my last is Arkadaşları Tomas, Series 5, Volume 2. And this is NSTC, so this one will work. Very nice and colorful. Here is some really nice 90s artwork. Hope you guys can see that. This one will work, however. So, yeah, so Now we are going to get to the big stack. And I mean, this is like the ones from when I was a child. So let's begin, shall we, guys? And yep, we're going to start with the ones without the box. So on the top, we have an original without box copy of the download engine from 1995. Video treasures. Original print of Racist Rescues and Runaways. Now, this is the one I talked about. Here is the rare, infamous Thomas and his friends help out blue tape. Video treasures. I got this many years ago. And then there is my other copy of Thomas' Christmas Party original. And then my other Shining Time Station tape, Schemer Special Club. Here is a ink label, Thomas and his friends help out. The promotional Make Someone Happy blue tape, looking at a tin. Ink label, early 2000s Race Rescuers and Runaways. Then here is the blue Thomas and his friends, Thomas and the Special Letter, which is recently. Poof. Thomas and his friends get along. The Best of Gordon. Early 2000 Seine story that is really old. And funny story, I'm going to show you guys this like really quickly, but here's my Thomas and the Special Letter again. Yeah, it took a chomp right before homecoming, and I'm like, damn. Spills and Chills. And then here is Percy's Chocolate Crunch. That 10 Years of Thomas I just talked about. Thomas is no surprise. My original print beat up as hell. Thomas in the Magic Railroad. I got this in 2000 for Christmas. Here is the one out of 2 copies of the Best of Percy I own. Here is the Best of James. Cranky Bugs. This is the one I got with Edward. Here is my very beat up copy of Tracks Like Fumes with the plastic. My other Best of Percy. Okay, I gotta actually move that for a moment so I can get to the other tapes. I'm gonna move those back. So here is Thomas Comes to Breakfast. Same year I got that. Standalone Stories came with the Chinese Dragon, I want to say. Make Someone Happy, this is actually my original copy. Salty Secret, I used to have another copy because it broke. My rare James Goes Buzz Buzz ink label, and Thomas's Winter Wonderland. So, just quickly, I'm going to jump cut and I'm going to show you guys through a stack of how much I own. So, I'm holding the tripod up, but look at that. I'm not shitting you. Like, that is every tape I own. And, hello me. But I mean it. That is all the tapes I own with the box. Shall we? Finish the video off with a little kaboom. Thank you guys for watching.